Hello everybody and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. When we last left off, we came back from the dead and Monokuma decided to give us another trial. Akikoi? Oh, thank you. I try. Oni-chan. uh Okay. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Super serious final of this game, we're making these nuts jokes. Yeah, for some reason, I find it very difficult to imagine that scenario. Very difficult indeed. Would absolutely never happen. No. No, you guys are way too classy for that. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Once again, I was in Kyoko's death. Hey, Kyoko. What's next? Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However...
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they? He's not Santa. They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
Because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Okay. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Okay. That was before the... That was before the trial, though. You said it was during the trial, didn't you? Yeah, they definitely said that. And how did you know that they said that?
Listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However...
Please not saying that. Please stop saying it. Jokes aren't even funny. Yes. Yeah. You can continue with the D's not jokes. It's entertaining anyway. And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
In other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason.
So...
They had to show the world something. No matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world...
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. I wrote this letter for you. Oh boy. Oh, do I really want to know what's in that letter? Oh boy. Okay, read it out to me, Scorpio. They flush you anyway. What a cute kohai I have. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. He's not sent by a character in Reverse, right? That's like with a chainsaw. It's like... you're already a character in your own right, Fireball. Nobody would have killed anybody. Yeah.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
Give up these nuts jokes for you. Oh, well, that's a big thing to ask, Scorpio. I would never ask you to do such a thing for me. No, losing your head, maybe. Losing your D's and nuts jokes, absolutely not. I'd never ask you to do it. Too important. To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair. Yeah, seriously, dude. You've been in pretty much every single live stream at this point. Um, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want us to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. Do the I don't know how that sounds. I have no idea. It probably sounds awful. Sorry. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
The Jacobos Armstrong last stream edition to the verse. Jacobos Armstrong is actually going to be the thumbnail to an upcoming video. I'm very glad I was able to capture that. Heyo. Oh, Scorpy, you're making me blush. Oh. I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. Your accent plus CRR is amazing. Aww. Okay, you get a hug again. Come here. One-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
You make me do a heckin' big ooh-woo, Scorpy. Heckin' big ooh-woo. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. Mudda. I've never actually seen JoJo's. I only know some of the references. Sorry. Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. You let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. So pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. The alternate bad ending? Oh, the one where Aoi becomes baby mama? Yeah. Jeez. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
No, it was only just today, thinking back on it, that it occurred to me that Makoto's child was actually the youngest. he's the one who held out the longest, and I'm pretty sure that that Baka's child was the oldest. So he got right down to business. Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? All right. And Hanks kills herself. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of sad. That's very sad, actually. I could probably have fast traveled to the dorms, but whatever. Whee! Zoomies. Okay, so where in the dorms, actually? Are they in their rooms, or... okay. I guess I'll just go knock on some doors. Kyoko. Wait, Kyoko's here. Really? Huh. Mondo, me. Baka. Hey, Baka. How's it going? This is Baka's room. Is he inside? Knock, knock.
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Okay. Well, if they're not in their rooms, well, I suppose since I'm here. Junko. Taco. Taco, you here? This is Taco's room. Is she inside?
hey,
Okay. Better idea. Let's go to the dining hall then, I guess. That's basically our meeting room, so... Let's see. Makoto always the last one to get laid. True. True. And suddenly we're greeted with... You again. Is he broken?
whew,
No, actually. I don't know about that line, but right there is what are they called again? An IP address. And her .dat I'd imagine could be a file, but I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. I don't know if I told you, but there's a scrapped ending where all the students survive but never pass the development stages. Huh. Interesting. How the hell would that even work? Well, honestly, I'm still expecting all of our brains to be in jars somewhere. And this is all just the Matrix. That's kind of what I'm expecting at this point. Is this Taco's room? Kyoko's, yeah, obviously he says on the door Makoto response. I don't know how to read. That's just so random. Why? Oh, jeez. Jeez, what the heck?
however,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Too much Metal Gear Rising. I know, the memes have penetrated. He's lost. He's entirely lost. How's it going, Cotton? Welcome back to the stream, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Ah! Hey!
Makoto?
Hey, it's the dudes.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Ah, I think Baka's actually starting to get a little bit fond of us now. That's nice. We finished Metal Gear Rising, actually. We did! Yes, that was a fun stream. You have to finish the game first before you can get it. You have to go to the gymnasium before the first murder occurs. Huh. Memes.
I'm just asking to make sure, but
Hey!
you're not a ghost, right?
Hey, he had to go there. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Oh.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away! Shoo, shoo! And in a flash, my tears dried up. Well, thanks for the initially warm welcome, I guess.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We're promoted from nothing to bugs in Baka's eyes. Yay! Maybe one day he'll step on us. Oh.
Yes.
Explain. Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
If people deal with it. Last class trial? Actually,
In
no,
other
it's the
words-
smell of a lie. That's how I got down there in the first place. I lied about what I knew. So, there you go. This is the smell of lies. We sit on a throne of lies. We're going to redo Makuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you.
Huh?
Then, who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro? Can I make a guess? Actually, I smell like wet dog, maybe. Imagine lying. Yeah, I can never imagine. I would never lie to you, Scorpy. Never ever. Is that lie or the truth? Actually, just coming to think of it, Monokuma said that that there were a grand total of 16 students in the school. And only ever those 16 students walked the halls of that school after the killing game started. So, with that being the case, the mastermind has to be one of those 16 students. So, thinking about all of the murders and all of the deaths that have happened so far, if it's not one of these guys, if it's not one of the people in this room right now, then I can only... Oh, thanks for the trust. I can only... The only one that I can think of that might be the murderer, that might be the mastermind, is Mondo. Because Mondo is the only one where we didn't see the body. And his one is kind of the least deadly. Like, he was basically just driven around in a what's it called, a ball of death or something, a cage of death, something like that, on a motorbike, which is obviously not usually lethal because people do it for a living. And all we had to show for it was a pack of butter, Mondo butter. Yeah, so like, but at the same time, if the ultimate despair was actually the group of people that started the thing that happened a year ago, that was the ultimate thing, and we were obviously all students of the school at that time, and we've all had our memories wiped at that time, then what it could be is we are all the masterminds. That would also make sense. Because then... And we have all of the ability we need to make an AI robot thing to trap us in this school. Am I wrong? Where am I wrong? Like Chihiro by himself would have been able to set the AI up. I mean, he made alter ego while he was in here. So yeah, either Mondo is the mastermind because he's the only one that we haven't seen embody. We're all the masterminds, and Monokuma is made up with an AI. But then the person in the mask, wouldn't make any sense. But leaving aside the person in the mask, or it's one of the people in this room, and I just haven't figured it out yet. One of those three. VOA, FYI. What? What the hell is VOA? Video on... Video on Apple? Well, I imagine it's pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what Apple screens are like. I imagine it's pretty good. What? So you're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However...
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
However...
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. Video on us. Oh, man. I really need to... yeah, okay. I need to add that one. Because AWS. Well, I have no problem saying ass, but... I really need to figure out Streamlabs' chat thing. It's very strange. That ass? Like, who cares about ass? Like, ish. Anyway, keep on saying ass all you like. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. We almost died because of you. Marry us now. Yes. We almost died because of you, therefore you owe us babies. Who likes ass anyways? Like AWS. Oh, fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame. It's up to you.
About that.
Oh, what was that? I didn't read. So knowing all this, what do we do now? It's about who killed Makuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But...
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway...
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us?
you.
I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. It's not that I'm kinky, it's that I'm gay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I'm not gonna... Yeah, fair... yeah, fair enough. I can't come up with a joke. Sorry, I'm dumb. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway,
at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Makuro, and all the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall freaking order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries together. Yeah! With the power of friendship and anime on our side. I'm not so sure about that. Well, there goes my motivational speech. Makoto had one motivational speech this entire game, Kyoko, and you just had to shit all over it. Well, great. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree. Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Yes. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? I think Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Makuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Makuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Makuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now?
What?
You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times. The mastermind is among us. Cue music. Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ping pong. Oh my lord, Hero is the mastermind? If Hero had been the mastermind, I think that we wouldn't have done this in school. We probably would have done it in like a field of a particular plant.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Ooh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. Well, she could unlock them all anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I cannot rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Baka left the dining hall. You can place this in back alley with many people watching. Yeah, Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. Yeah, I don't like coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Taco trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, right, Kyoko? That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
And you don't ask anything, I'll just say that they're all ghosts. Or he just told them that they are all goats. I prefer that option. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're all just friendly goats. Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I
But-
mean,
Up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
Huh?
Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. What? If you hadn't been here, I would have died. When? What? No, seriously, when? When did she save his life? He was finally using his 2 brain cells for something. Oof. Oof. Hiro, you're getting burned in the chat.
but,
Come back here and think of a comeback, because I can't. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Do you know, I just had a thought. The rules say that a student can only kill a maximum of 2 students. Right now, the mastermind killed the ultimate soldier, whatever her name was. I forgot the he could kill one of us, just so that just to lower the possibility that he'll be found. How Monokuma would have taken his cocaine in chapter 1. I'm still convinced that he still has a stash somewhere. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. You'd be like, I'm gonna go swim, sayonara. Yeah. Once again, it's just us 2.
Indeed.
Indeed. So, you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately, doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko is gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Yeah! And with that, I'm going to put a cut in here for YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, all that good stuff. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time.